I know background is still boring, but I got a plant, so that's something. I didn't make a video in February because I had nothing to share. February was so busy and so stressful. I did basically nothing. I did like 2 Nino prints and that's it. So here we are in March. I did a little bit more, not much, but a little bit. I will show you. I don't know, I tried to show you in a different way. Don't know if I like it. I'm still experimenting, so we're gonna find out together how this format evolves. Also, I want to start making videos about art I consumed, which I will probably do now after this video. So subscribe if you want to see that. If not, that's fine. And yeah, enjoy my art. I made the little art I did in March and February. We start here. This is this tiny bunny lino I made, which I really adore. It's the same one from the big one from last month. Then someone said it kind of looks like it's dead, lying on its own, so I tried to improve it and make him some pillows. In the end I didn't quite like this, so I drew some stars, which I like way more. So I hope I can make another print with some stars and the moon, and always print them together because I think that would look lovely. Right, so this is the first print I made in January, and this one I made later. It's a collage type of stuff because I wanted to return a little bit to my roots. Oh, I really cannot move, or I'm shaking the camera. So I decided to print one of my other linos from last month. This one I called Maria, and made a collage type of spread because scrapbooking was something I really loved doing for years, and I hadn't done it in quite a while. Then the second print of February was meant as a address stamp for my letters because I have quite a few pen pals, and this was my first try. This is supposed to be like an olive kind of theme, which you cannot really see. Here's another olive one, and then I decided to go for a star one because I really loved how they were holding hands, because it looked like they were dancing, you know, in a circle. And this is what I ended up with. I scrapped the sides because I thought it would get too busy, and in the beginning, as you can see here, I still had middle lines, but it was hard to write the address, so I took it out in the end. So now it's just a border for the top and the bottom, but I love it. It really looks like they are dancing, holding hands. I tried to see if I like the lines, made it in a different color. Yeah, and that's all already for February. I haven't done much. I didn't have time. It was such a busy month. This is all I made, sadly, and I could really feel that it got me sad to not being able to create a lot. So I'm very happy now that it's March, that I managed to create a little bit more. This is some ideas for future prints. This is the excess paint. Here we have just a random page. I usually do this before I start drawing if I haven't drawn in a while, because I can feel that in myself that the distance between me and drawing is just got bigger and bigger and bigger, and it gets harder and harder to start and get into it. So I just do random stuff like this to close this gap, you could say. Here I glued in some watercolor paper I haven't used yet, same as here, because this paper is really not made for watercolor, which you can see later. This one is another, just doing random things to close this gap and the invisible wall of creating, as well as this one, just random stuff. And you can see here that I already start getting into like real drawing again. I mean, this is also real drawing, but that the gap is closing more and more. And then that turned into this one, which I really like. These are two sisters, two clown sisters, and it was really fun. I really loved how this turned out. It was just also an easy drawing to get back into it. Yes, then I drew this one, which I also really enjoy. To do something with this in the future, which I have never done, but I will keep you updated on that. Excess paint again, I didn't do anything with yet. This is supposed to be part of a series, of a 3-part series, and I only drew 2 so far. So then I drew some bunnies and ducks, very squishy, to kind of get back into drawing, because I hadn't drawn for like 3 weeks at that point. Then I drew a little princess inspired by my Legend of Zelda, which you cannot see, but that was the inspiration. Then I just thought, oh, you know what, I should return to my roots. Here you can also see that this paper is really not made for watercolor. And drew some creepy suns, or sun-like creatures, kinda. And yeah, the creepy theme continues. It's supposed to be this way, just haunting figures. And this is the second part of the one we saw before, which I really, really like. I would love to make this into a postcard. I think there are not enough dark postcards out in the world. Most postcards are very fun and shiny and cute and have a nice time with a nice tiny message, and I think I have to do my part to balance the scales a little bit. Then I got a little experimental, because I was like, now I'm back in it, I made this whole, it started over here, no, this one, started over here, and it took me all these drawings and pages to get back into drawing, but here I finally managed, and I was like, you know what, let me try some new stuff. So I tried this one. Also saw on Pinterest lots of these very dark cutouts, which I enjoyed and tried to experiment a bit with. Very sad message. This is not how I feel, thank God, but I felt like these 2 cutouts were, I don't know, were speaking to me. The experimental thing continued with this page, which I adore. I love this. Love how it looks. Love how I did it. I love everything about this. Love how it looks together. I just think it looks so cute. I turned away in silence was something I don't know, I came up with. No harm to this man, but obviously it's a bit critical, or what's critical? It's like a message to the female experience, I would say, in this. I don't want to explain it too much, but yeah, just everyone will see something else in this. So same with this one, loved it. First time I did something with this cutout words, very interesting. I think it turned out quite cool. I like the drawing I did. Yes, very happy with this page. Also, I could feel when I was working on this, I could feel my creative energy returning back to me, and that was so fun. Then I found this cutout, and I wanted to write something on it, but I couldn't find the perfect words. But I love this picture so much. I love it so much because it reminds me of some stories from my own life, in a way, I see in this, and just love it. So I'm very happy I just glued this in here. And the last page I did is this one. This is a poem I bought 5 years ago. I wanted to send it to someone for 5 years, but didn't in the end, and I thought, you know what, it's time. This needs a new home. And actually, you want to know a secret? This is actually hiding a very creepy drawing I made. I wanted to make a lino print, and it just, I don't know what happened, but it's creepy as hell. Yeah, even I think it's creepy, so I just thought, you know what, it's supposed to, yeah. And Damsel by Design, this is a sentence I really love. My partner said to me, and I wrote design wrong because I'm dyslexic, and Yes, but this is everything I made so far in March. So I still have 5 days left of March. So I'm very excited will what I will continue doing. But yeah, this was so much fun. This was a little journey going and growing back into my art and my art practice. And it feels so good to do art, honestly. It feels just amazing. And now I have one more thing, which is in here. I was on a rave with a friend and they had like watercolor at the bar. And you couldn't see anything, so you couldn't see the colors or anything. And my friend and I made a little game where I drew something first, this is mine, and he tried to copy me without looking at his page, and that's what he created. And I think it's just such a nice tiny game, you know, at a rave of all places. So I want to glue these into my journal, because I also have been journaling for some time now, and getting back into it as well, like with art. So yes, very happy with these. And the last thing I want to show you is some photography stuff, which I haven't done a lot, you know. I'm just getting back into it and into all of creating, because I was so stressed. So I also have not a lot to show you there. I'm not going to show you the actual pages because they are very personal. But I want to show you so look how it looks. Isn't that nice? Oh, I love it. This is the first time I was able to keep a diary. So cool. So these are all the 3 pictures I made. Little duck. And this is the last one. All made from the lake I really love, where I lived for some time. Yeah, this is all the photography I did this month, sadly, which is really not a lot, but I'm working on it. Also, I tried to get this to work. It's the camera of my grandfather, but yeah, that didn't work out so well, and I can show you all why. I still want to do something with these, but yeah, as you can see, pains my heart, because that was really expensive. So I can show you what happens. It just activated and burned through the entire film in seconds, and I couldn't stop it. I don't know how to stop it, and don't know what to do. So I have to do some more research regarding this. So I don't even do anything. I didn't even open this one. It's not stopping. It's not stopping shooting film. I don't know. Yeah, so that was a pain. That was a real pain. But yeah, I'm hoping to find a way to use these broken ones somehow in an art project. But it was so sad. This is so expensive, and yeah, so that didn't work, but I'm not giving up yet. Yeah, so guys, this was everything I created in February and March, and I'm very excited for what's to come. I'm very excited because I feel like the inner artist in me has returned after a month of not doing anything, or almost anything, because I was just so stressed and so busy. I hope this will not happen to me again. I really want to prioritize art. Oh, look at all this. Is so much money. It's like I could see like money like just going up in flames in front of my eyes. Oh man, Yeah, it happens. So yeah, thank you so much for joining and watching, and I can't wait to show you what I did in April, and I hope you will join me for it. Bye bye.